If you're just joining us, my name is Jeff Hogan. I'm joined here by Matthew Bamonte. We are entering round 7 of our double elimination tournament here today. It's brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. These players are playing for $500 in Cool Stuff Inc. store credit. We are going to be watching Napster, or Spratten the Red here, who was the winner of our first Historic Open about a month and a half ago or so with Gruul. He's playing a Gruul Obosh list today. And he is going to be squaring off against, I believe it was Naya. Yeah, it looks like Naya Winota here. So that's Naya Winota, kind of the talk of the tournament going into it. I think that was the deck to beat in this format. And I think it's performing as I expected it to perform.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's definitely like, you know, the aggro, the de facto aggro deck of the, you know, the format. Hoses, people try to do sweet stuff or take forever, and I think it's pretty good. Wow. Well, these hands are both pretty good.
Yeah, we got pretty good starts on both sides of the table. Interested to see how these things line up.
Yeah, I wonder. I gotta look at Spartan's deck again here to see like if he has main deck removal, because like not being able to kill like these Fauna Shamans or this Winota is gonna be pretty bad.
For people talking about the promo code having issues, I'm gonna go ahead and message my Cool Stuff Inc. person now. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, off to a pretty good start. Again, Elf on 1, and then, you know, Elf on turn 2 of a Tron Dragon.
So, Spartan here, going to get to go ahead and get the Legion Warboss down. I definitely think, while both of these are aggro decks, something we frequently talk about in matches like these is who's the beatdown. And I definitely think that Spartan needs to end the game before the Winota deck can combo kill him.
Yep. Yeah, big miss there for Tron Dragon also. Peeling this Bonecrusher to the front.
Got to decide, want to stomp something here. And I think if I'm Tron Dragon, I kind of like stomping that Legion Warboss here. Like I said, I think Tron Dragon is favored as the game goes a little bit longer, so trying to stem the bleeding early is pretty ideal.
Yeah, this Ruinblaster is going to be a complete beating, though.
Yeah, actually, it's about to be huge. I didn't realize there's main deck Runeblasters here.
He has a bunch. I believe he has like almost all 4. I'm going to look again.
Yeah, I'm going to take a peek right now. Gruul Obosh.
Yeah, he has 4. Yeah, he has 4 in the main deck, man.
Yeah, four of them. Gosh, that's so great.
Yep.
I really like the use. So there's 4 Lukka in this Gruul Obosh deck by Napster, and I really like this use of Lukka in their deck as opposed to, you know, cheating out. You know, Agent of Treachery, you're cheating out this one Yidaro, which is very reasonable.
Yep.
That's a good observation, too, from MTG Viking. The Ruinblaster effectively acts as a 4-drop in your deck that's otherwise able to play only odd-costed spells, which is one of the reasons why things like Bonecrusher Giant are so good in the odd decks, right? Clifftop Retreat coming into play tapped here. Unfortunate. I know. Fortunately, you're not quite dead next turn if you're Tron Dragon. So yeah, I like this. I think you just play the Bonecrusher Giant, and then next turn you can play the Winota and hopefully pop them off.
Yep. You gotta hope for another Ruinblaster doesn't come off the top. But
yeah, Marty in chat lamenting that he really hates the tap land, the buddy lands, and I definitely agree. Being able to replace some of those with Ancient Ziggurat was a big upgrade for the Winota deck.
Yeah.
Important thing to note here with Obosh is that these tokens have an even converted mana cost at 0, so they do not get doubled up under the Preypiercer.
Yeah.
And if you're Spartan here, you got to be sweating a little bit, right? Like that that 4th mana is on the board. The Winota could be coming off the top next turn, and Winota getting to trigger, you know, 3-4 times here is likely lights out.
Yeah, not looking good for Spartan.
Let's put the next namesake card up here for those that are newer to Historic or haven't seen this card played a little bit since Ikoria dropped here. So whenever a non-human creature attacks, you'll leave the top 6 cards of your library and grab a human from among them into play. And you grab Angrath's Marauders here in Historic, which doubles up damage from all of your stuff, which is very, very strong.
Okay. So yeah, these don't.
I think you mostly just make blocks here, like assuming you keep your most things possible. Really? Are they forgetting? Are they forgetting the double damage? I feel like you want as many of your things to live as possible, so you can get a bunch of Winota triggers next turn, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like I feel like I would want my Bonecrusher Giant to block the 2/2 here.
2/2? Yeah.
Maybe Tron Dragon's blanking on the fact that the tokens don't double damage. Yeah. Because they didn't take the free block with the Legion Warboss either there. So I think a little bit of a misstep on Tron's part there. Maybe assuming that the tokens were going to get their damage doubled up.
All right, here we go.
Perfect. Spin. For the couple of folks in chat that noticed the Cool Stuff Inc. code wasn't working for them, that is working now. Thanks, Evan. I appreciate that. And thanks for the Prime as well.
Well.
Okay, and like these Winota spins here, they were not quite good enough. And that little bit of mismanagement on Tron's part, putting themselves down creatures. If they had more looks to possibly hit and are smarter there, they could have stolen that game, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty bad sequence back to back. You know, to block incorrectly and then get super punished by the spins not working out.
We see here 4 Redcap Melees coming in very, very quickly for Spartan the red side of the board. I think if your deck can make red mana in Historic and you are not playing 3 to 4 Redcap Melee, you're probably doing it wrong. This is easily the best piece of spot removal in against this Winota deck. Being able to kill their critical 4-drop for just 1 mana generates you a lot of tempo. It's going to let you steal a lot of games.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, that card's just so valuable.
We see on the Winota side of the board doing something that I really like. They're giving up their companion post-board to bring in a bunch of removal here. So we've got some Justice Strikes as well as some Baffling Ends coming in.
Yeah, Omori is like really free game 1, and then when you want to transform a little bit, it's just a fine to take out. I mean, just doesn't do a ton. It does enough in game 1 though.
Yep.
And it's a free roll.
Easy mulligan here on the Winota side. That's a rough. That's a rough 6. I don't think you can do that. On.
Jeez.
You just like sigh and like, okay, yeah. I mean, they've been rewarded with a good 4. I think you keep like Bonecrusher, Legion Warboss lands.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know that I'm a fan of bottoming the Bonecrusher here because Bonecrusher is basically a 2-for-1, and like when you've mulliganed, you really need the 2-for-1.
Yep, I agree with you. On the other side, pretty good hand there for Spartan, and picking up a Bonecrusher is humongous against this Legion Warboss, which is like the one payoff that Tron really has.
Yep, agree. Okay, there's a Winota, so you get to stomp here. All things considered, like if Tron Dragon goes runner land tier, we get to Bonecrusher Giant and then into Winota, then maybe get something going here.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely not.
How's a 7-drop, Matthew? Is that similar to a land? What do you think? On like in terms of things that are close to each other.
I've seen it up too many times. That's a beating.
Yep.
Okay.
Rough game 2 there. I don't really think there was anything Tron could have done in that game 2. This is kind of how Magic breaks. I think if they had played slightly differently in the first game, they might have been able to force a game through to play through that variance. But sometimes them's breaks.
Yep. Yeah, you lose a close game 1 and then unkeepable, unplayable hands in game 2 is story of Magic sometimes. But
all right, let's take a peekaboo here and see who else we have going on here. See if I can find both sides of something here. Got a few different matches going on, so I'm just peeking in, trying to find one that looks the most interesting here.
Sounds good. I'll just remind everybody that the that code OPEN3 is 10% discount on all Ikoria singles. For CSI, Evan stopped by just a minute ago, made sure the link is the code is working properly, so check them out. Really awesome of them to donate some stuff to the